Hello, hi, welcome, and thank you for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day or night or middle of the night whenever you're watching this. We're gonna do a timeless and collective reading, so whenever it finds you, it's the right time. Just see what resonates, leave what doesn't, and remember that divine inner guidance is in you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. We're going to start today's reading with the Archangel Power Tarot. See what the foundational message is to be helpful. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Overall energy today. Oh, woo, okay, you got an epiphany. This is nice. The overall energy today is the Hermit, wisdom, turning on your inner light, tapping into that wise energy inside you to get you in the right direction. I mean, this says epiphany, so maybe it is a big light bulb moment you or someone has through meditation, grounding your energy, maybe taking a walk in nature. Maybe this is wisdom you get via conversation with someone else. It could be somebody with a lot of experience, but it could also be someone who's just kind of naturally wise. They always have the right words of advice that are helpful, but I feel like it's helpful for movement. I'm even getting to get someone out of a stuck kind of energy, because sometimes that hermit energy can be a little too much alone time. You have all this wisdom, but you have to get out there and share it. So I see this both ways, two sides of the coin. Sometimes it's retracting your energy, doing something alone, even doing some yoga, meditation, taking a long hot bath, whatever it is, where you can have your own you space, where you feel good, and boom, epiphany comes through. Out of nowhere, just when we're relaxing. I see somebody actually getting up out of the tub and like writing something down, or like taking action right away. But it could also be if you've been in that tub too long and you know your fingers are starting to prune, it's time to get out, dry yourself off, get dressed, go out, mix and mingle. And it could be that like idea or inspiration you have out of nowhere to be at the right place at the right time, to meet the right person, and maybe have a really good conversation. I just see that it's something you want to move with. This is a Virgo energy. Archangel Raziel, joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others, and it's answers that come through meditation. I do feel like you are going on a journey where somebody is, so it looks like the perspective here is you looking out at that hermit and you're in this cave. So I do feel like somebody is now or eventually going to come out of that cave. I feel like somebody is offering you their hand. That's kind of interesting. Or just the right guidance you needed. But maybe that's somebody else in that cave. In that cave a little bit too long. And you're inspiring somebody to branch out, do something new, go on a different path, rev up their engine, get inspired even. Because that lantern isn't just a regular lantern, it's like a big rainbow of spiritual light. So I am seeing that maybe somebody's chakras start to fire up in alignment. I don't know why that just took me to Reiki. Maybe it's Reiki healing. Light therapy. Let's see, what is this? Messages from the universe. Let's get a Message from the universe on this epiphany, newfound insight, wisdom, guidance, clarity. This could be a solution too. There's something that was kind of keeping you in the dark. This could be the right solution to a situation, a resolution, a way through, a way to, a way around, or a way from. What is this? Focus on what's important to you. Don't give your time or energy to your worries, as this would only amplify them. Focus on what matters to you most. With every thought, you are creating your future. Maybe this has to do with that epiphany. Focusing on what you are thinking about. Recognizing when you are thinking about weird stuff that doesn't matter. Are you getting lost in worry land that doesn't change an outcome or change a situation? So maybe this is even about internal changes. Choosing to look in a new direction. Expecting a solution, an epiphany. Trusting and having the energy of allowance. It will come. Being on every step of your journey in the meantime. I'm just getting you like neutralizing weird energy, like weird thoughts, but that could be even outside energies. You know, if you're maybe around weird energies that get you off balance or dim your light in any way, maybe you need to retract your energy from certain people, places, things, thought patterns, whatever it is, so you can gain new clarity when there's a mismatch in vibration somewhere. Focusing on where your vibration matches, where you feel good, where you feel lit up, inspired. I am seeing that maybe some of you got off course or off path or in the dark a little too long, and you're going to be redirected pretty fast. I don't know why I just saw like the sunrise. Sunrise, I think that's a song by Simply Red. And I did just think of feeling good. And I always just hear that beginning part with that song, like dun, tsh, da dun, tsh, da dun, tsh. So I don't know, maybe you're starting to feel pretty good. Or you're, with your energy here, starting to amplify and focus on what makes you feel good, not what makes you feel weird. Kind of just retract your energy from that altogether as much as you can. It all starts with self-awareness. If you're aware of it, then you're aware of what you can change, what you can redirect, what you can do different. I'm getting self-awareness is key to the situation today. I don't even know what I grabbed. I love when I auto grab a whole pile of cards. So let's, apparently we're going to do a little life and career here. What is a life and career message today to be helpful for you? Please and thank you. One message, the biggest one on this direction and epiphany. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, you're in the flow. Look at you like a little jellyfish. Maybe it's transparency, going where things flow better, where there's not weird resistance, but you're just kind of catching the right wave. You're getting messages from the universe. You had the universe here, and now the universe is sending you help. Maybe this is wise advice. I did see somebody like offering their hand. So the universe is sending you help, but that might just be wisdom to, I just heard if something got out of hand, to get back in line or go the right way. Tap into your inner power. I mean, that's this. And go deeper to create that purposeful life you really want to have. So if some of you are just pruning in the bath a little too long, you know, feel like you don't get to, you're in that cave and maybe the cave's nice, but you never really see the writing on the wall. You feel like, you know, there's this deeper something I mean, it's going to come through in epiphany. Something's going to light your way. See the writing on the wall, take you in a new direction. But don't stop yourself. Just step by step, go with the flow. Let something unfold. Maybe it's even an epiphany on how to be a little more transparent with your thoughts or your feelings. Because if that transparent energy is no need for a mask, that feels good and comfortable, right and real. It's telling you to go deeper, but it's a purposeful life that you're desiring. You want to feel like you're tapping into and fulfilling that bigger, maybe spiritual purpose in your life than maybe just getting by in mundane land. There's something unfulfilling about that to you, or whoever this is we're tapping into. Somebody wants to start to feel fulfilled, illuminated. Because when I see that jellyfish, I think of the bioluminescence underneath the sea. So maybe it's under the sea, maybe not in a cave, but you're creating your own light. So it doesn't matter if it's day or night or where you're going. You have your own spiritual light guiding you along the way. That's really nice. Where do I want to go now? Not sure. Not sure. Maybe because it's the mystery, maybe the mystery deck. So what are a couple of mystery messages to be helpful for the collective on epiphany, in the flow, and focusing on something really important to you? Being a reflection or amplifying the right energies, the right opportunities. I just heard magnetic attraction. Maybe somebody's magnetically attracted to you, or the right opportunities coming in your life. Oh, I really like this. You got the once upon a time. This is you. Let me show you this card. Once upon a time, it's a beginning. Maybe it's a new chapter, but you're sitting looking at this page you're on, but something is unfolding before you. It's like the more you dream, the bigger your dreams get. Maybe some of you have been sitting on something you've been planning for a while, or sitting on, this new beginning, and you need to flip the page, flip the script, get back in the flow by getting out there into the experience and not just thinking about it or dreaming about it or feeling like it's so far away. One step at a time gets you closer to that dream. But I feel like this is a dream that keeps unfolding the more steps you take. I feel like maybe you have a little, you got a little peekaroo at what it could be. But until you're getting into that new territory, that new experience, you don't know how this story is going to unfold. I feel like you're going to get excited about it, or you're already excited to try something new. Maybe it's time to turn the page. Let's get another one. Oh yeah, that's a good place to go too. I mean, you do have in the flow here, and it looks like some of your opportunities are bringing a lot of abundance in your life. I did see like magnetic attraction, but maybe it's not necessarily even sassy chemistry kind of energy, but maybe it's attracted to the right job, the right opportunity, the right project. Maybe having security and stability somewhere, so something could just keep flowing. I do see for some of you, you do something that's a little bit like residual income, where you put some energy and effort and love, purpose into something when you're on that page, but the page just keeps turning, or something, keeps recirculating back in your life because of the right effort you put in. Money flowing to you. I put this by the in the flow too. I'm also seeing that little message that, even if you see a dime on the ground, pick it up, because you're saying, yes, it's a dime, but I will take everything you have and you're accepting blessings that are coming in. I hear the yes. It's time to say yes. Or maybe it's about saying yes to something. Pushing rocks up the mountain. Maybe that's how you felt before. Look at how strong you are, though. So if there was anything where you felt like it was really hard to get up that mountain, get up that obstacle, get over that hump, around the bend, through the woods, you are up at the top of the mountain now, getting to see something through that epiphany spiritual perspective, to see the landscape in a different way, to map your new uncharted territory. That was kind of cool. And whatever you had to get through or get up to was for strength and perspective, and maybe the wisdom on that journey. Don't Let Me Down. That's like that weird Daya song. I think it's like Daya and the Chainsmokers. I kind of just heard that song, but I can't really let me down. Maybe you thought you'd let someone down, but you're actually going to lift them up. Oh, well. I did see a little sassy energy or something kind of inspiring you. So maybe there was a situation in the past where you just knew the moment you laid eyes on somebody that it was love. This person was different. Maybe you went against the grain or against the flow, and now you're getting back into the flow of that situation. This could be a love coming in your life that abundance flows through in multiple arenas of your life. This could be somebody new for some of you coming in, or maybe they had the Google eyes for you right away, or vice versa. But I feel like you got to get further into that chapter. Let's get one more from the mystery deck, and then I guess we're going to have to get a love card now because that slipped on through. It's like the Hermit, kind of. This is like the contemplating, sitting on the porch, taking a break, you know, stepping outside, feeling the sunshine. Kind of reminds me of the Hermit. So maybe it is about taking a break, or maybe it's love coming in your life. I just see that you don't have to work so hard. It just flows. I also feel like this is reminding me of whatever I said before about something just coming in. I'm kind of getting there's a situation. It's hard work, but there's hard work you can put in where it brings more abundance later. Maybe you're figuring out with this epiphany a way to work smarter, not necessarily harder all the time. I don't think that takes away from the hard work you want to do. I feel like some of you really enjoy working hard, but maybe it's about time for a break too. Let's see. We're going to go to something else. I know this is, speaking of break, I know this is a really weird reason to like pause this for a moment, but I feel like my lips are dry and I want to put some chapstick on. I feel like I keep touching my dry lips. It's a little cold out, so hold on. I'm going to fix my lipstick. I'll be right back. Well, that was a different reason to pause the video, but maybe it's also drinking enough water. Taking a little pause. I did do something productive for you in that pause and grab this. This is the Romance and Love and the, what is it? Romance and Love and the Whispering Heart. I put them together. So let's clarify that love at first sight. It looks like it's a nice, well-rounded reading today. So clarify love at first sight for the collective. What would be helpful to know when it comes to love and romance, relationships, and matters of the heart? Please and thank you. Breaking free. You're in the flow here, and you're not wanting to push something that's really hard up the mountain anymore. You're seeing the elevated perspective via hot air balloon, getting out of a situation or being on your own. It's freedom and it's independence. So maybe some of you had chaos going inside a certain environment, and turning that page and having all this abundance come into your life is maybe just whatever I said before about possible weird vibrations around you. Maybe this is you vibrating better with some alone time, feeling this newfound sense of independence. Maybe love comes on in, you know, down the line, around the bend, you're around the block. I feel like that it is nearby, but if you have love coming in, I don't feel like it's an attachment, weird, keeping you like constricted kind of love. I feel like it feels flowing and free, more like interdependent freedom. Maybe some of you do need a little free time or a little break. It says breaking free, releasing those, releasing anything that was chaining you down, constricting you, you know, stopping this flow of energy and blessings that want to come in your life. Maybe some of you are having an epiphany about that. Maybe you were even looking at an old chapter, but looking at it with the energy of gratitude, no matter how that chapter unfolded. Getting a little more excited about the new chapter that's right on the horizon, ready to come in. Let's do one more. Oh, and maybe it's love at first sight because you're breaking free out of a karmic situation or a past cycle or something that you gained a lot of strength and learned a lot about yourself from, because you have a divine match made in heaven just for you. Something that feels different, that absolutely would be where you both have this beautiful freedom and independence, where you are absolutely enjoying every step of the way. It could also be you know, difficult at times because your souls will be matched in such a high vibrational frequency that you're probably gonna have a lot of spiritual growth and really important lessons. It's following your destiny. This does say you have a bigger purpose. Following your destiny and love that's meant to be. Soulmate. Twin flame. So for some of you, maybe it's an epiphany about a certain partnership or a certain person, or this epiphany, this light bulb that just gets turned on as soon as you meet somebody that could be coming in your future. Maybe it's up to you to release this old cycle and have this preparation and space for this beautiful blessing to come into your life. You guys consistently get that message. So there is some person, some dynamic, some partnership, a connection that really is preparing or coming into your life because it's not on the mundane level. You're going to dive really deep. You're going to dream really big. You're going to gain a lot of strength. You're going to enjoy your alone time together, but I feel like you also would support each other in abundance coming into your world, personal dreams each of you have, but also dreams that you have together. This message. So let's get one more. A little clarity on breaking free and a divine match. Maybe you see feathers. Ooh, you're dressing up. Getting yourself all fancy for something. Maybe some of you meet at an event. An opportunity to dress up, party. Fun times are ahead. Ooh, well that feels really good. So whether you're just like doing something chillaxing on the porch here, hiking up the mountain, going to the ball, I do feel like there's like a castle there, you know, diving deep into the ocean of sassy emotion, deep moments of intimacy with someone else. It looks like you're gonna have a good time. So maybe you get the chance to dress up, go on a date, meet someone when you're out. There's no one you're thinking about. Maybe there's somebody that really catches your eye when you are at a party, a night on the town. I would say if you get an invitation or you get inspiration, maybe you should go. It looks like it might be divinely directed, and that I just see that person like getting out of the bath, like gotta go, like time to go. Or maybe something comes through and you don't have much time to get ready. Maybe don't even worry about how you look so much. It looks like your energy is going to be the sparkle more than the ball gown or the corset or the baseball hat. So let's go back to the tarot, but let's do a different tarot. So I have this Law of Attraction. Let's do a few more tarot messages that would be helpful for you. This is a little bit different. This tarot deck is kind of unusual. So let's just see what comes through, because I don't really get the typical messages like the other tarots. So clarity for the collective situation today, to be helpful, dressing up, going out, fun times ahead, money's coming in, love at first sight, breaking free from weird situations or people, or mismatched. I just heard mismatched communication. Maybe you're just confused around certain people or a certain person. Going to where you have this divine inspiration, something that was protected and guided by God for you. Tapping into a bigger purpose. And I mean, it would be a divine match where you and someone else have a lot of spiritual growth. Clarity for the collective, please. What is this? The Two of Wands. Well, maybe it's two flames. The Two of Wands is also where maybe you are facing the shadow of something you didn't want to see. Something looked like it was weird and scary, but it was really just an illusion or a weird reflection. Didn't I say something about the being in the cave and seeing the shadow or the writing on the wall? You have this person here dressed up pretty fancy outside with that lantern, kind of like the hermit, and looking at that weird shadow. But he looks pretty confident about it. You know, so maybe something looked distorted or blown out of proportion, but it was like a shadow puppet. It really wasn't that scary at all. It just had to be faced. Maybe that's what you or someone else is breaking free from. I also see this as putting plans into action, because the two is maybe a decision about someone else or with someone else. I always see it as a beautiful dynamic where you and someone else could have a business together, be creative together, but it's having that epiphany moment, that spark of spirit in your soul, and then booking the ticket, you know, getting on, where's that book that you had? It's getting off of that page and stepping towards those dreams. Taking steps in a brand new direction, or making a choice that involves this beautiful inspiration in your soul. You have two now that have a walking stick, and you have this pushing rocks up the mountain. So I do feel like you're getting the right support in the physical on this journey. Clarity on the Two of Wands, please. What else would be helpful? What are these plans into action all about for the collective? Oh yeah, you're booking the ticket, or you're finding some knowledge online. You're entering into something that you were maybe kept out of before. I'm getting, I always get different messages with these cards. It's the Four of Pentacles. So if you were holding on to something stagnant and smothering kind of energy, because this in the typical tarot can kind of be like the miser. It's like the emperor wannabe, you know, but they don't have that abundance of real flow coming in because they're too wrapped up in something that there's no room for something to come in. So with the Four of Pentacles, you have to be willing to release something, to let something go, but it's doing it with that intelligence and wisdom, with the right information, so that you have that, whatever I saw before with residual income. You know, if you have something you can invest in and it can come back later or in the future, or in little bits that build up to be a beautiful pocket, you know, security, that can be more helpful than just, you know, burying something in the backyard, or, you know, just having a savings account. It's having that account where something can grow, but also having the savings account, because you also want to have something to fall back on. You want to have that pocket of security in your life. So I love this card because you do have to look at it both ways. Look at where you're overspending, what you don't really need, what you can get rid of, and pay attention to your spending, the in and outward flow of money and abundance coming in your world. But also see how you can let go of something. And if this is, I mean, if this is just an energy in your everyday reality, you are thinking about where maybe somebody was really holding on too tight to the point where it was stagnant and smothering and stressful and overwhelming. You could be the one releasing those chains to break yourself free. If there was anything or anyone you were holding on to so tightly, you're out of this flow of divine energy that wants to come in. So it's like getting rid of the box altogether. You know, you want to have a box there, but also you step outside the box. How can you have both? That's sort of what I see with that. So, but specifically, there is something you're seeing on the computer. I feel like some of you are doing something that involves an app, and something where you can gain something, whether that's knowledge or, yeah, I see like education, but also something you want to save. I just saw you saving for something for the future, whether that's a vacation or a dream, or a project. I also see with this particular card, some of you doing something on a website or creating your own website, like vamping something up. If you have something that you did online, maybe it's rebranding yourself, little tweaks that you can make that make a big difference on the in and outward flow. Maybe you're even updating something. But I'm getting with that epiphany and this over here, some of you are updating your thought process. You know, old thought patterns that are no longer useful for you, that were actually tying you down. Clarity on the Four of Pentacles, or the Four of Coins, and the Two of Wands. I just see you making plans or booking a ticket, something like that. getting a message on the computer, and you have progression. You go from the 2 to the 3 of Wands. Good job. Good job. I feel like I should high five you. Good job. You've gone from having that passionate epiphany to being inspired to put those plans into action, to start to, you know, write something down or reach out for more knowledge. And now you're getting out of the comfort zone. You're leaving that page, you're turning the page, you're leaving the castle, and you're branching out into that unknown territory. You're actually like feeding the chickens here, or you're harvesting, you know, that future abundance from your garden by the seeds you are planted today. Maybe it's focusing on the seeds that you are planting today and just knowing that that beautiful harvest will be coming through for you. You will be taken care of. It's like with that field, it's kind of interesting. It's one of those things where it's like, I just think of like grass, you know, like grass seed, where you don't really have to do much. You're like, meh. You know, you just gotta go outside and kind of like water it once, you know, and just kind of like let it out there and it just grows. So maybe it's about planting the right seeds. I did see you doing something smarter, not necessarily harder. You still want to attend that garden, but this is a garden that expands. This is a plant that grows into a forest. This is, I just saw the mushroom kingdom, which is huge. So the fungi kingdom. So maybe it's something that's really big. I feel like it's maybe something kind of not always noticed too. Even this jellyfish kind of looks like a mushroom. Maybe some of you cook. I don't know why I just saw that. Or you're you do something where you actually plant seeds, or work with plants, work with a garden. I don't know why I did that. Like, saw the mushroom in this, and then I thought of truffles. So maybe you're finding something that was kind of hidden under the ground, or something really special. Even how, like, when you see a truffle, it does not look like it's anything of value, and they're like, it's really valuable. Truffles are really expensive, especially if you get the good ones. So maybe it's truffle. All right, let's see. Get one more, see where this progression is taking you. Oh yeah, you're branching out into new territory. You're going somewhere with confidence. You have another, this is like, it's like the page of rods, but here it's not a child, it's an adult. This is you being somewhere where even if you are dressed differently than other people on that block in that town, you're standing out, you're being a trendsetter, you're turning heads. People are looking at you, looking at this confident energy in you to do something new, to be outside your comfort zone. You actually have these people turning their head, looking at you, walking in confidence here, or you're noticing somebody that walks in confidence, kind of doesn't look like they fit in, but they do. I feel like this person's really attractive. You have someone over here like wanting to come over and ask you about your clothes or your outfit, or, you know, how to get directions or something like that. I'll show you this picture. You have these two, they're like, ooh, who's that? You know, and this person kind of has their own cool little outfit on. They don't really match the others around them. And this person looks like they're running your way, like, oh my gosh, where did you get your outfit? Where can I buy that? Or how do I do this? It's like this person just walks and they are attractive, but it's a page. So you do have to recognize this is the person that sometimes upside down starts something, they get inspired, but they have to have follow through. So I think the underlying message here is when you have these plans, when you start to branch out into territory that feels a little different, you have to follow through. If something happens and it's a weird chapter in that story, or there's weird writing on the wall, or, you know, there's time where You have to deal with a little chaos or drama or cutting the strings or situations not flowing so well. Just get through it. Don't be uninspired and not continue. Have perseverance in that situation. And you're going to be like right back where you belong. What's at the bottom? Oh yeah. What is this? Ace of Swords. So maybe it's, look at this person on their snowboard. Maybe you snowboard. It looks like it, you know, you found a different way through. You have this enthusiastic approach to a situation. I feel like this person got to the top of the mountain. They're like, ready, set, here I go. At least I got my snowboard, my skis. I feel like you're getting down that mountain in a different way than you ever thought. It's like that snowboard and that little snowsuit was just waiting up at the top of the mountain just for you. They're like, okay, you did it. You did a good job. You got to the top of the mountain. Are you ready? It's gonna be a fun ride down. But this is clarity. This way down, way to, you know, the way to get through this new chapter, this new beginning, because it's an ace, is through clear communication. It's also where sometimes you get an epiphany. It's that light bulb moment. Maybe it's a clear conversation to cut some strings. Or break free out of a weird situation. It looks like you're elevating here. It looks so exciting. You're like, you're so high on that snowboard, you are above the trees. I do feel like you're gonna get to be doing something. Where was that exciting? You have something exciting coming in. Fun times ahead. Also, I see with that snow, you're getting a clean slate. The energy of renewal. Drowning out the weird noises. I feel like that's an energy thing because I think of how beautifully silent it is in the snow. So maybe some of you are like tuning out energies that aren't so wise or weren't so beneficial. Taking those beautiful seeds out of the drawer, getting ready for that future harvest. But this is clarity and truth. A sword uses, you know, you can use a sword to cut those strings, or you can pass that sword back and forth with communication, but it has to be done via truth. So maybe this starts with a clear conversation you have with someone else, but I feel like that conversation is more like communion between you and your higher self, between you and God. That's what this whole epiphany thing is all about, and takes you on this beautiful journey. Maybe that is also directing you to a conversation you have with somebody pretty beautiful and divinely matched in vibration to you, where mental stimulation and conversation inspires a big changes in your life. Maybe that conversation is awesome and takes you down the rabbit hole of many, many different subjects, interests, insight, inspiration. The word. I hear yes. I just hear yes. It's time to say yes. Maybe say yes to the dance. Say yes to a person. Maybe for some of you, you have to tell somebody else no. Once upon a time, what's the rest of the story? Let it unfold as you go. Be in the flow, in the now. And I think this is our reading, guys. With this, I bid you adieu. I hope this reading was helpful for you today. I hope, I don't know, I feel kind of excited. I feel like I want to high five you again. I feel like you got some fun times going in. If you have any opportunity to get dressed up, or, you know, you feel like you just got to go and you don't even have time to get dressed up, just get out there, go. Start making those plans, planting those beautiful seeds. Unlock, you know, the password of all the possibilities in your life to bring love, money, whatever it is you're inspired by into your life. Exciting times, whether you just want to chillax. see where your day takes you with this I bid you adieu. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I feel so blessed to be here with you. And I very much look forward to seeing you mañana.